Hey guys, it's Micah from Sapulpa Time. Welcome to a special edition of the Timeloop show here. We're doing something special now. I've got Jeremy Garrett, who is the director of the new show that's coming out called Bloody Jack. And a brand new show coming out from Sapulpa Community Theatre will be hitting the stage September the 5th, I believe. Is that
Yep,
right?
September
Yeah.
5th.
And anyway, so wanted to take the time to get with him, ask some questions here, because this is a pretty special ordeal that we've got going on here. So, Jeremy, let's start with just a little bit about you. Tell us, like, how long have you been involved in the theater and stuff?
I've been involved in the theater. I did my first show ever in 2003, but then I left the theater for 15 years
That's more than you meant.
until 2018,
Okay.
and then I came back into the theater. Getting drugged back in by friends. That's how we all get into theater, kind of.
Yeah. That's how it works. What do you remember that show? Which one it was, or what you did?
The one I did in 2003 was A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Very popular too.
I would recommend not starting your theater career with Shakespeare. But it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun that I didn't do it again for 15 more years.
It's like, I'm good. I'm going to tap out for a decade and a
Yeah,
half now. So
yeah.
what did you come back with?
I was in a play at Heller Theater, the Heller Shorts that they do there. Same friend that I was in A Midsummer Night's Dream with. Um, Drugged me and another guy named Jeremy back into theater. Uh,
Same show?
different. It was a different show, but
Okay.
I was in that show with her in 2003.
Oh, I see.
And then she was directing a short for Heller Theater at
Okay.
the Heller Shorts, and so she drugged me and another guy named Jeremy back in
Two
to
Jeremys.
to to
Okay.
theater. And it was a lot of fun.
And so I know you've been involved in public community theater for at least a little while, though.
Yeah,
Well, how did you get involved here?
this is my seventh show here. First time directing here.
Okay.
Chuck Osuna
Yeah. We know Chuck.
directed Black Coffee back during COVID.
That
Um,
was a good one. That was a good Agatha Christie
yeah,
murder mystery.
I
So
wanted to be in Plan 9 from Outer Space when Chuck was doing Plan 9 in Broken Arrow. That show got pushed back like a year
because of COVID.
because of COVID. Um, but he said, "Hey, I'm directing a show in Sapulpa. Come on out." And I said, "Man, that's a long way." But I came out, got a role as the killer in that show. Um, and I come back here a couple, once, twice a year.
Well, man, I'm glad to have you back. This is your first time directing.
First time directing here, yeah.
So it's pretty exciting. Now, I don't know, did you want to direct this show or was it like, hey, I'll just do anything, just give me a show?
I wanted to direct this show. And Michelle knew that I wanted to direct this show.
Right?
So when
She made it happen.
yeah, she called me and she was like, I was like, you know which show I want to direct. And she said Bloody Jack. And I said, yes.
Okay.
So that's kind of how that happened. Yeah.
So that's pretty easy. What drew you to this particular show? Because I know, well, let me preface that by saying Bloody Jack is a little different than most of the shows that the community theater has done.
It is.
A lot of times we do comedies and things like that. This is not that, I don't think.
It's really a murder mystery.
Okay.
There's one scene to start the show that has the kind of vibe that you would expect from a show called Bloody Jack.
Yeah.
After that, it's a murder mystery.
Okay.
Takes place, one setting. Who was Jack the Ripper? So it's a fictional story about telling who Jack the Ripper was.
Okay. So can you, for the folks that are wondering, we got folks who've been coming here for a long time and they're bringing their kids and stuff like that. How do you feel as the director of the show? Do you feel like this is the show that's suitable for children? No, maybe not. I don't know.
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
As I said, there's that first scene in the show. You don't see anything. There's no real violence or anything in the show. There's nothing like that.
Okay.
So and then we kind of hide it a little bit. What
It happens off screen.
what little there is, yeah. What little there is, we kind of hide it a little bit.
Okay.
But that was also a scene that was important to me to have in the show. Just because without that, it gives you a preface of, we all know Jack the Ripper was a murderer,
Hmm.
but it gives us a preface to, hey, this guy was deranged. He was a little mad.
Okay.
So it prefaces it a little bit, and it goes along well with the whole play. It improves the play having that in there.
It does?
It
Okay.
does. It really does. But
Just,
after that, there's nothing. It's an Agatha Christie murder mystery after that.
Okay, good deal. So if you're someone who enjoys that type of show and maybe you're a little worried, I would say, because we ran into the same problem when we started promoting, problem, not really, but when we did Flowers for Algernon.
I was in that show too.
Yeah, oh, that's right, you were,
Yeah.
yeah. And fantastic show, kind of the same situation. It was a little bit more dramatic,
Mhm.
a serious show. And so we actually put out the stipulation on that that the show was not recommended for young children. And mostly, though, it was because, your 6 and 7, 8 year olds are probably just going to get bored.
Yeah, and the subject matter of that show is very deep.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
And so do you feel like that's kind of the same with this, or that not as deep?
it's not as deep as subject matter. I mean, it is about a murderer, so we do talk about people who were killed, murders, like real people who were murdered.
Oh, okay, not
Um,
fictional people.
so
Okay.
yeah, they're not fictional. It follows the case files very well when it's actually talking about the case.
Okay.
But like most shows here, there's no language, there's nothing like that in there. It's just it's about murder and about a murderer. So it does have, young kids may not appreciate it.
Okay.
I would have. Jack the Ripper starring Michael Caine was my favorite movie when I was about 5. So for that,
Okay. Wow. All right. So might need to go do your homework there then if you want to get into the mind of this director. And you were just telling me you're actually playing a small part or a part in the
yeah, I'm
show.
actually
Yeah.
playing a part in the show now. It just kind of happened. We had someone who had to resign a role.
Hmm.
So myself and my assistant director, John Ray Cormier, are taking over and splitting that role.
Okay. Now that actually leads me into my next thing. So this is unique in the way that you've actually got two separate casts for this show,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
To the point where we added additional performances in
mhm,
order to accommodate
yeah.
them. So my first question is, listen, guys, I've been involved with the theater for a number of years now, and you see a lot of the same actors and stuff because a lot of times they're easy to get along with, so we keep asking you back. And then also you've got folks that are just really dedicated to this theater, so they want to be in everything that we put out there,
hmm
right?
hmm
So how in the world did you get enough people to do this thing and you end up with two separate
I
casts?
know that's strange, right?
Yeah.
We had so many people show up to auditions. And I guess a play about Jack the Ripper for actors was
Uh,
very popular.
okay.
See, we had a lot of people that showed up. So after the first night of auditions, I kind of turned to John Ray and I said, "How many understudies do you think we can have?" And then even more people showed up the second night, and then the third night. So after the second night, we started having the conversation of we're gonna have enough people to have
To
two
do two
two
separate
separate
casts.
casts if we want to do that.
Well, yeah, never mind understudies. You've
Yeah,
got
and it just so worked out that I have an assistant director, so we can be working both shows at the same time.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, guys, that doesn't happen very often. In fact, that's the first time that I ever recall that happening in the history of Sapulpa Community Theatre. That may not be the case, but I know getting enough people signed up, and it's not a terribly huge cast. How many people are we
No,
talking?
there's overall there is, I think, I mean, now including me and John Ray, I think there's 19 people
Okay.
over both shows.
Okay.
But uh there's 8 principal cast members, and then 3 smaller cast members in each show.
Okay.
The 3 smaller cast members are the same for each show.
Oh, okay.
They're
So
actually doing
those
all
are
7
people you'll
shows.
see in both
Yeah,
shows.
they're
Okay.
doing all 9 shows. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 9 different performances to choose from. That's a lot. I know you've got a lot of people in there. Is there anybody you want to highlight? Returning cast members, new standouts, anything like that?
I mean, there's so many good people in there. It would be hard for me to really highlight people that are in the show. We had to reach out to some people because when you're directing a show, you're like, "Hey, come out and audition for my show. Come audition for my show."
Hmm.
Half those people don't show up. This time they did.
Oh, okay.
All of them showed up, so that's why we have 2 casts again.
That's awesome.
But then there was a lot of people here. We have the entire cast of In the Spirit of Murder that we did two shows ago.
Yeah, that was another
That
good
it,
one.
that entire cast is in the show.
It really.
The entire cast is in Bloody Jack,
Okay, so we're gonna,
including me now. So
including you.
including me. So now that I'm in the show, we're all in it.
Man, so that's like getting the band back together then kind of
Yep.
thing, huh?
Yep.
That'd be good, man. So, we've got this one. This will be the last show that we do this year before the Christmas show, called the Christmas Bench. Are you involved in that show at all?
I'm not. I am going from here. I'm directing a another short for Heller Theater in Tulsa.
Okay.
And then over Christmas, I am assistant director at Broken Arrow for um, the radio show It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that one. Okay, so that we'll might have to follow you there for that one, because I think that will probably be after our Christmas show, I would
Yes, it
imagine.
is mid December.
Okay, so yeah, that'd be great. So here's what you got to do: get tickets for this show because we are starting to sell out. I'm told.
So I was told that the opening night was practically sold out already.
Practically sold out. Okay, so go ahead and get your tickets for this show. Again, you got 9 different performances to choose from. We got matinee on Saturday, and then evening on Saturday, and then we have matinee on Sunday, Friday evening like normal, Thursday evening like normal on that second weekend. But yeah, plenty of options there. Tickets are $15 for adults pre-K through 18. Is that right? Yeah, I think no. I'm getting screwed up here. Tickets are $15 for adults, and then $5 for students pre-K through 18. That's what it is.
There's the other
Sorry,
five
I
I had.
screwed it up
Yeah.
there. So with as much as I've said that, you'd think I would like have that like immediately in my memory bank. But anyway, screwed it up a little bit, but we're good now. So that's what the ticket prices are. You may still not even trust me there. Just go get your tickets online to make sure that you can get them. You do need reservations. That is one thing that I definitely need to point out is we do have a lot of folks that are season ticket holders. Guys, remember you still need to call in and make sure that you've got a seat reserved for the seat that you want to for the show that you want to see. So, anything else you want to tell people before we call it?
I will make note that because we have two casts for the show, the casts are performing. They're not performing one weekend and then one the other. The way we're doing it, and it's going to start going out on the Facebook page soon
Okay.
as to which cast members are going to be on which show.
Okay.
So definitely keep an eye on the Facebook page, on the Spobble page, Facebook page for that.
Okay, yeah. Sapulpa Community Theatre on Facebook. It's a good way to keep up to date with all the latest. They've been doing the Meet the Cast posts
Hmm.
on there, and that's a great way to get to know the cast. So now we're going to get to that point where we'll start learning who's going to be in what show.
Yes,
Okay, good deal. All right, we're looking forward to hearing from that. Jeremy, thanks for taking the time, man. This is a lot of fun.
absolutely.
I'm
I enjoyed it.
excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a good direction, I think, of the show for sure
Yeah,
to
it's
start with.
definitely
So.
a fun one.
Yeah, it will be, I think. So if this is your bag, you got to be sure to get your ticket. And we will see you again at the next episode of the Time Loop. I'll talk to you soon. This is Michael for Sapulpa Times signing off. See you later.